Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bonk. Bonk has performed well again yesterday and seems to be still extending in this third wave of circle wave 1, which we talked about yesterday. Let's zoom out first, talk about the overall structure here. You can see that we are still ranging, so we haven't seen a breakout. It's just that obviously this substantial rally, it could just be part of this range because of these wild extensions on this chart. It really takes a while until the proper breakout happens. But yeah, that's why I like the pullback trading idea. The overall expectations are still for the price in this fifth wave there to reach the 730239 level, at least in one more high. If this move has already started or not, that remains to be seen. Good news is that the support area has provided a nice bounce. Okay, the price reacted nicely here to the wave 4 support zone and has gained some upside momentum. At the moment, it's still possible though that the price will make use again of this support area, but we can count this correction completed. So I treat it like that. Okay, so we count this correction completed. We can count it complete. It's a WXY structure in this case. The reason why I count it as completed is because, so in the yellow wave 4 here, is because it reached the 100% extension level. So you measure the length of the wave W, go to the high of the X wave, and the Y wave reaches the 100% extension. That's great. I mean, that's first ideal target, yeah. But there's no guarantee it will move up from here and sustain. This is nice green candles, but it hasn't given me the 5 waves up yet. So that's the problem. That's why we have to keep the door open in the white count for basically one more low in that support region for a larger wave 4 correction. That's possible. I mean, it hasn't even reached the 38.2 retracement, which it doesn't need to, because we had that high and overshooting corrective wave. And because we have an overshooting corrective wave, like in this case, the X wave, the move down doesn't need to move below the wave W, okay? Because wave W and wave Y often have the same length. And if the X wave overshoots, well, quite logically, we would not see a lower low. But you can never really predict that, okay? So it's all about looking for entries when reward is high, risk is low, which is usually the case in these support zones. And now we've moved quite substantially. So let's zoom in, looking at the microstructure. I mean, from a bearish point of view, short-term bearish, this could just be a high B wave, okay? And it looks like 5 waves at the moment, sort of. At least that move from the 19th of April. Okay, that looks like 5. The problem I have here with this chart is, overall, this is just 3 waves. So from a short-term bearish point of view, A, B, C, absolutely possible, because it hasn't given us that next 4-5 pattern that I need to see to confirm we've bottomed, okay? But that's what they like to do, these cryptos. They rally aggressively either in their third waves or the C waves, and then everybody jumps on board, FOMO. That's why I like the pullbacks. And then it fails, okay? I have to highlight that. That happens all the time. These corrections extend, all sorts of stuff. But the overall expectation doesn't change, even if it jumps back in or comes back into support. The idea that we should get up there in a 5th wave remains valid as long as the larger support region is holding, and there's currently we're not even close. We haven't even come close to that 50% fib level down there. So from that point of view, it's all still intact. I give you a micro support area as well. I have to adjust this together with the price, but it's moving all the time. So, it's just that, constant adjustment. So micro support is now 177210. As long as this is holding, I would expect another 4-5 pattern in circle 1. If we get wave 1 completed, then I can add the next support zone for wave 2. There's no, just because this support zone is here doesn't mean we have to come down now. No, it just is in case we start the pullback right now and there's no evidence there is a pullback, then it would be the support area. Now, what I can potentially see is that we get a bounce or pullback from this resistance level at around 297,100. The red line, just the previous swing highs, right? And we could get that pullback, and then maybe it gives us another high in wave 5 to the next resistance level up there at 367,740 or something. So obviously, you know, the numbers are very, it's just all these zeros here. But yeah, that's sort of how I see Bonk at the moment. I give the bulls the benefit of the doubt. We can count the correction completed, but be aware that from a risk management point of view, this could just be a B wave rally. Lots of B wave rallies in wave 4 corrections and so on. Okay, so please be aware. Also, because this would have to be a WXY structure, it requires additional proof. I mean, this could turn into so much. This could even turn into a triangle, a so-called running triangle with an overshooting B wave, A wave down, B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave, and then we break out. That's unfortunately all possible. So that's why I would treat it as a range. Okay, treat it as a range. We've got the lower support region defined, adding down here, selling up there, but maybe not too much if you want to trade for the 5th wave. So yeah, looking good at the moment, but let's see, in any pullback, this support area ideally is holding. I'm treating it as a diagonal pattern. It could be an impulse, actually, to be honest, the way this looks now. Then in that case, it should ideally not even break below the 50% fib level. But I always say that ideally, even in a diagonal, we're not breaking below the 50% fib level. But that support area is already outdated. When I upload the video, if it pushes any higher, I would have to constantly adjust it higher. But certainly, it would still, ideally, then it would rather hold a bit higher, right? So, yeah. Yeah, but looking good, good performance, and support area should be clear. So we've got one support area, the upper support area here, and a break below that would rather send the price back into the lower support region, possibly targeting 92536 or 76533 roughly. We can calculate that more precisely once we have a top in place in wave B, which we won't know until the price breaks below the upper support region. That's my update about Bonk. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.